Hello, guys, welcome to my YouTube channel Passion for Fashion.
Difference between applique and patchwork will help you to know more about these two sewing techniques that are used to make many projects. When you love quilts, you might want to start making quilts. For any beginner, applique and patchwork might be two sewing terms that can be similar, but when you're an experienced quilter, you might know these two sewing techniques are different, but both are used to make beautiful quilts. In this video, we'll talk about these two sewing techniques and what are their difference and when to use one or the other. Both sewing techniques are used to make quilts. Quilting is a sewing technique that is used to stitch together multiple layers of fabric to create a stuffed sack. In general, every quilt has 3 layers of fabric: the top, the batting fabric, and the bottom layer, which is in general a piece of fabric with no sewing or stitching on it. When working on a quilt, the sewer should pass the needle through the 3 layers of fabric to create the quilting pattern, which can be simple or elaborate, creating beautiful design and patterns. Patchwork is a method where small pieces of fabric will be stitched together to create a bigger piece, well known by quilters as a patchwork block. When working on stitching together small pieces of fabric, the sewer can create a different patchwork pattern by cutting the fabric in different shapes, or using the color of the fabric to create new patterns to make a quilt. Applique is also made by using small pieces of fabric, but the sewer won't stitch together these small pieces of fabric to create a new fabric. Applique is made by sewing small pieces of fabric onto a bigger piece of fabric. When working on an applique piece, sewers can create beautiful pieces for different projects. If you work on a piece of applique, you can make any sewing project with it, from a new piece of clothing, home decor projects, or even a quilt.